Hey there, everybody. Galanor Entertainment here with another wonderful episode of Plague Inc. Evolved. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the other two episodes I got on this, basically what it is a game to where you create a virus of sorts, and you have to basically infect all of humanity and kill everyone. So for this episode, I haven't tried parasites yet, so I'm not going to mess around with that too much. So I'm going to put the fungus, because that's one of my second favorites, next to bacteria, which is by far the most fun that I've come across so far. But yeah, we're going to use the fungus. We've got a ton of different genes to choose from. I'm really wanting to get the metabolic hack or hijack, because that basically automatically pops all the bubbles for me. I don't have to worry about it, but I will put in the ATP boost. The genetic mimic, that makes it harder to cure. No. I'll make it to where it can be spread easier by air. Urban environments. What's that? Oh, cool. I guess they... Well, I like the Indiosid helix. That makes it to where you get bonus DNA for devolving your disease. Now, I can't remember if the fungus allows for bonus or refunds, but who knows. Let's do that. No, we are not doing brutal with this one. What should we call it? We're going to kill the world with kindness, everybody. All right? Kind, N-E-S-S. Kindness. And we're going to start in America, because I found that America actually has some of the more interesting things. Kindness begins in USA. Yeah, like that's ever going to happen. Kindness has infected the first human. Weak and unspecialized, it must evolve using DNA points to infect more people. But I found that USA sends out the most flights all around the world. And I found that it's really easy to infect other countries when using the bacteria by starting in America. China's awesome for spreading diseases, because it's like it covers everything quickly. But it's just so much fun starting in America, and we're gonna make it to where that's a little bit more drug resistant, and we're just gonna go from there. So far, we have 4 people infected. It's a small baby disease. So for now, as some of you may have known if you watched my other video, or anyone else who plays this, or if you played it yourself, the orange DNA bubbles are bonus DNA that comes up every so often. And the red ones are for when you spread to different when the infection first spreads to a new country. And blue ones are research bubbles for when your disease is finally discovered. But, we're never going to get discovered until it's too late. All right, and looking at this, we have the same symptoms as bacteria, which is really good because I like total organ failure. Whatever that one is, I think it's like coma or something. But I found that if I start here at coughing, I can move down to total organ failure and move up into, whatever this is. But it like jumps the lethality up through the roof instantaneously. So let's speed things up a little bit. Majortarius plot foiled. Valve, time slower than thought. Researchers have calculated that it takes longer than expected for radioactive fluids with a half-life of 3 years to pass through valves. Reason unknown. Blip, blip. Beginning to spread. 14 people. I wonder what happens if I do that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let's slow that down. Let's slow that one down, buddy. Okay, there's no change in that. Million death earthquake is possible. World Health Organization. Who? Yeah, exactly. New malaria dug in testing. Damn. Can't talk today. Terry Pratchett voted best author ever. Sure. Spread you through the air a bit more. Now we're going to wait a little bit. Speed up time some. And let the points rack up. Okay. Kindness infects hundreds. Kindness has infected hundreds in USA, increasing the chance that an infected person will infect a healthy person. Keep evolving your disease. Yeah, we're going to wait till about 20 or 30 before we give anything more. Man, oh man, these things just fly by. No. Wait, what is that? Oh, okay. I thought that said kindness had evolved. It's like, no. Kindness infects thousands. Now our infection's going to start spreading a bit faster, hopefully. But yeah, I've been playing this game for a little while now, and it is like the most fun thing I've ever come across. I want to devolve you because you should not be noticed just yet. But yeah, it is like one of the most fun games I've come across in a while. You know, it's really easy to pick up on how to play. You know, you really don't need a whole lot of training to play this game, so it's not like, well, you don't really need training to play any game. You know, just sit there and figure out how to play it is all. But You just sort of sit there and it's a game that you just gotta really be willing to put some time into. It's not as bad as Minecraft, but hey, this game can become a real time sink if you're not careful. And I find that it's just really fun to play, real easy. You're really not expected. Up now, we're starting to spread around the world. Japan, Mexico. Now there's going to be like 1,000 different flight lines heading out sooner or later. Let's slow you down. Just let you enjoy infecting all of America. America, home of the diseased. And there's no one left healthy in America. Congratulations. How does that make you feel, Galanor? I'm going to Disneyland. Whee! Let's make it to where you can be passed through water a bit more. Upgrade allows ships to be infected. It's good. Now, I don't really understand it because I'm guessing it's a little bit harder. There we go. To for the fungus to spread, I think that was part of its deal. Was that the fungus doesn't really spread as well as some of the others, or as bacteria. But usually over the last few days I've played on the bacteria mode. It was like, bam, 5 minutes in, everybody's infected. Or not necessarily 5 minutes, about 15 to 20, everyone's infected. By the end of it, by the time that I have like 200 points saved up, I can go instantly lethal. There's nothing left of the world at that point. Canada, gotta love you. Nope, get back here. Charles, you're supposed to be letting me know when stuff pops up. Damn Charles. Never very helpful. You're never around when I need you. Man. I had a lot of fun at work today. We got to look at this old NAS box. It's basically like just a giant storage server. But all the drives in it had basically failed, and there was no reason to really keep it around. So it's sitting at work right now, waiting for me to come back on Monday to actually take the whole thing apart. And it's going to be amazing because there was like 10 hard drives in the damn thing. And, well, if you actually have the, like some old hard drives and you take them apart, there are magnets inside of them that are a ton of fun to play with because they are extremely powerful. They're designed to keep the little needle that reads all the information on your hard drive, keep it frictionless. So as the little needle bounces back and forth along your hard drive, it or actually I don't know if it bounces at all, but there's a good amount of spring to it there. But it makes it to where that the needle never actually touches the hard drive, or it never really rests on it. It's really quite fun. You know, I can't explain it well enough to give the little thing credit, but I really like them because at work I've spent the last 5 years on this project, and there have been countless others before me. Been covering the ceiling with the hard drive platters. And some of these hard drives, you know, they come with 3 or 4. Ooh, no, we are not devolving that. Okay. What was I about to say? Yeah, some of these hard drives come with about 2 or 3 little discs inside of them, little hard drive platters, and we've been sticking them up in the ceiling, and it's just amazing how nice it looks. Click, click. You know, when new people come into the help desk and ask for assistance, you know, they usually the first thing they notice is they look up at the ceiling and they're like, "Wow, what are all those?" They're like, they're the things that hold the information on your computer. They're the brains of the operation. It's what's inside your hard drive. It's like, cool, I've never seen the inside of one of those. And they just enjoy it so much. You know, it's great to be able to let people like really enjoy what it is that you have to offer them. It's just so amazing sometimes. Just how excited some people can get when they see something interesting. And okay, new health guidelines for rich countries. Rich countries have adopted new health guidelines which make them less vulnerable to disease. We can fix that. Fix that in a heartbeat. But yeah, this old NAS box, it weighs about a ton, or it's not really a ton, it's a good 40 pounds maybe a little bit less. Yeah, it's just something that you don't necessarily want to have fall on you during an earthquake. Then again, you don't want a small computer to be falling on you either. So something like that really isn't much to go by. But you know, it's just amazing to open these things up and see how they work. Because I opened this thing up, it took me about 10 or 20 minutes to figure out how it is put together. So, you know, I start pulling on everything, and then I finally realized, it's like, oh, hold on. These little loops on the side are actually the latches and the pull levers. And so it's like I pulled the entire. I basically I pulled its ass off, and it was just amazing to see. It was like, on the front of this thing, there's like 10 or 15 hard drive storage bays, and on the back there's like, network cards or network ports and power supplies. But once you finally pull the ass out, you find that it's just one, and actually managed to open it up, that it's just one big motherboard with 2 sticks of RAM and like 2 processors and some interesting things. I figured it's like, okay, there's going to be like all types of interesting stuff in there. I find that's like 2 computers crammed into one. The motherboard is this huge thing, probably 10 years old, going by how old some of our stuff is. But it is just amazing. These things are, all the little odds and ends of this simple server box. At one time was being used as a storage unit for information. It's a storage box. Files, vault, all types, anything that was on it. I don't know what was on it, to be honest with you. They really didn't tell me what was on it, so they just said it's dead. But I love taking apart computers and being able to put them back together. It's just so amazing because you get to actually see how all the little odds and ends go together. And I hate putting them back together because there are these itty bitty little wires for like basic computer towers that control like your start button, your reset, your the LED lights that let you know shit's working. And I've got these big old fat sausages here, and it's really hard for me to reach down inside to hook up all these itty bitty little wires, because they're not really well labeled, and it's like you're just trying to pin the tail on a microscopic donkey. Wow, Bolivia, you held out a while. Central Africa is falling. Greenland is pissing me off, as well as Finland. Indonesia. New Guinea. All you people should be dying. Oh well, that's just part of how things work. Let's speed up time a little bit. Boom, boom. Ooh, excuse me. Who just got infected? Botswana. Gotta love these names. It's like Botswana. Don't you wanna? Botswana. Woohoo! 6 million people, or 6 billion people infected. But yeah, taking apart computers is like the most fun thing ever, but building them is even more fun. I custom built my tower, my rig, my whatever you want to call it, my computer from hell. Man, help that spread a little bit. Don't know what to do. There we go. Why is New Guinea the last to fall? Man, that is by far the most interesting thing. I've never had this happen in this game before. To where that New Guinea is actually the last one to get in my way. Can I do that? There we go. And with that, that makes everyone in the world infected, right? Yep, no healthy countries left. And we've got like the last 15 million people to infect. Wow, New Guinea really doesn't have that big of a population. 7 million? 56,000? Now that would be a challenge game. Okay, now we stop that. We dump all of our transmissionable and our survivability abilities, because now that there are no healthy people, we don't need the disease to be able to spread, and we don't really care if it's surviving outside the body. What we do care about, however, is getting to the point to where that we can kill everyone right away. Instant. Yeah, coma. That's what I usually like. And whatever that is. Tumors. Internal hemorrhaging. Yeah, hemorrhagic shock is my second favorite. But we're, God bless, a couple away. And come on, where's the first death? Boom, 88,000. 362,000 people dead within like the first second. You know, my diseases are extremely deadly. And usually by the time that they start really freaking out and sending out the research team, it's already too late. And with this, I drive the final hammer into your coffin. Well, actually that, and I'm going to get this as well. The necrosis. Ooh. Scary. You know, I always enjoy this part of the game because I just completely outstrip everything. Kindness is wiping out humanity. You know, you're not going out with a bang. It's a whimper. Poland prioritizes healthcare for the infected. France leading the cure. Good luck. You're not going to make it. France is dead already. The world is gone. Just because. I've got nothing else to spend the points on. I might as well. This is like the last barely 50 million people. They're dropping faster than I can report on them. So, kindness has truly killed the human race. Kindness to eradicate humans. Kindness has destroyed the world despite the world's best efforts. The last few humans lie dying in holes with no chance for survival. Man, it is really... Boom. Yeah, everybody. Victory. Kindness has successfully eliminated all life on Earth. It was a slow start. It took 1,400 days. But we managed to eradicate everything on the planet. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments below. If you got a suggestion for another video, another game you want to see me play, let me know as well. If you like what you saw, you want to see more of it, punch that like button, hit subscribe, and always remember, keep smiling, everybody. Bye-bye.